You have less than 2 months to get ahead of 90% of the other investors for 2025, and I'm here to show you exactly how. While most people are busy making New Year's resolutions that they'll soon forget, planning for Christmas vacations, you'll be taking massive action to make sure that your next year's success starts today. Don't fall into the trap of the typical holiday season slowdown. Use this time to grind and gain a real advantage over other investors. Look, in March of 2025, there will be two kinds of investors. There will be the majority of investors who are reacting, not acting, and struggling to catch up after a relaxing holiday season. And then there's the future you. You're not just reviewing the past 3 months, but you're already set up to be successful in the next 6 months. So you're going to be able to activate your plan January 2nd because you took action now, and you're not going to be sitting around waiting on the resolutions to kick in, the eggnog to wear off, so that you can get to work on those things. You're taking action now. Look, real estate sales in January and February typically experience seasonal slowdown, with fewer listings, lower sales volume, and less competition among the buyers. Prices may stabilize or decrease slightly, giving buyers more negotiating power, while motivated sellers are often more willing to make a deal. However, these periods also marks the preparation of the spring market, when activities tends to pick up significantly, including buyer activity. So you're going to want to look at the tax ramifications of what this means. Here's the other thing. If you can get a property closed between here and the end of the year, you're going to wind up with better tax benefits on your bonus depreciation than if you wait till 2025, when they drop from 60% to 40%. This can make a real difference, and reducing your taxes is how you convert money you've already earned into wealth-generating assets, because you're not only in a position to feed that money over to the government and their wasteful spending, or you're feeding that into your business. If someone isn't tax efficient at the start of 2025, they may pay a higher tax rate on their income and significantly reduce the capital available for investments and savings. For example, if a business owner earns $200,000 and fails to take advantage of deductions or strategies in 2024, they could pay as much as $50,000 more if they're trying to do that in 2025. However, had they optimized their tax plan, they could have reduced their liability by huge amounts of money, up to $50,000, which could have then been invested in assets like stocks or properties, even reinvested into the company to grow that. So efficiency is important so that you don't lose out on immediate capital and the potential of compounded returns, setting up for future optimization and reinvestment again ahead of the tax game. The value of bonus depreciation changes significantly, like I said, in the coming years, and it's more advantageous to take advantage of it now than it will be in the future. The longer you wait, the less there is. And by 2026, bonus depreciation is only going to give you 20% of an immediate write-off, and it will be completely phased out in 2027 unless regulations, new laws change that. So businesses should consider accelerating their capital expenditures to take full advantage of higher bonus depreciation rates while they have them. Look, here's the deal. I put together this example that if you take and save 20% by planning ahead and making expenditures in 24, you save 20% on the taxes on $200,000 in income. You're going to put yourself substantially farther ahead, as you can see, in a 10-year window. And this is just from planning ahead instead of being reactionary. So saving on your taxes means keeping more of your money that you've already earned. Your only other option is to work harder to earn more money that then you pay more taxes on, and you can see the cycle you're stuck in. For the past 30 years, I've been mastering how to keep the money I earn without paying as much in taxes. Because Warren Buffett was right when he said, it's not about the money you make, it's about the money you keep. I learned the lessons the hard way, which led me to create the Intelligent Investor Framework, a simple and legal, cost-effective strategy that I use to help my clients save 6 figures and more on taxes. The first thing you're going to do is analyze your current financial position. What's your profit and loss for the year? How is that going? Do you have cash that you're going to be sitting on at the end of the year? After you analyze your financial position, you're going to determine how much you've earned, estimate your tax liability based on your income bracket, and you're going to calculate how much of that income will go to taxes. And then you subtract the necessary living and business expenses, and this will show you how much capital you'll have left to invest after your taxes and expenses. By doing this, you can better understand your current cash flow and make more informed decisions about future investments and tax strategies. Identifying passive and active income is essential for optimizing financial growth. Active income is earned through direct involvement, such as working a job, running a business, where you're exchanging your time and effort for money, a salary, hourly wage, profits, whatever. In contrast, passive income is generated with minimal ongoing effort, such as rental property, dividends from investments, or royalties from intellectual property. To assess how to make your money, divide your income sources between what requires your daily time and effort and what earns you money passively. Understanding the difference is crucial because converting more active income into passive income allows you to build wealth without being tied to a specific job or activity, giving you more financial freedom. And you can begin to shift by investing into rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or creating products that generate royalties, allowing more of your money to work for you without involving the tax man in everything you do by being actively working. Let's take the example of equipment. If your company is equipment intensive, it's always a great idea to buy another piece of equipment before year end so that you can maximize the Section 179 depreciation, thereby eliminating that from the amount of taxes owed. And the example that I'll give you is I bought another excavator this year. That's a Traco. Picture here. But the reality is I bought it because that $200,000 that I spent, even though I financed 100% of it, allowed me to write that $200,000 off on my income, thereby saving me up to 37% of that in taxes. That's a huge advantage. That means that I get the piece of equipment for the first 18 months for free. Not free, but instead of giving the money to the IRS, I'm sending it to the finance company, and I have this piece of equipment to go out and generate money with that is going to then be more money into the company through this investment. That's what I mean by taking specific actions that are going to add value to your company. It's not about buying the Suburban for mama, because you can write that off with Section 179. It's about buying things that actually make your company more money. And it doesn't matter what business you're in. It doesn't matter. There's always investments you can make into software, hardware, things like that that are going to be cost to your business that can be written off and depreciated that year. Another example is rental property. If someone with passive income investing in rental property, that's a solid option. It generates ongoing income through monthly rent, while the investor doesn't need to be actively involved in the day-to-day operations. They can hire a project manager to handle the maintenance and tenant relations, and over time, the property continues to appreciate, and it can also add to the long-term wealth, making it an ideal passive income stream. Another example would be to start a side business. If you're currently employed in a W-2 job, start a side hustle. If you've got this going on, you can start an e-commerce store, consulting service, but it requires your involvement initially. However, once the business scales, they can begin delegating the task and converting them into more passive ventures. This allows you to become an active income earner in the beginning, but diversify that into passive in the future. Next, you're going to implement the strategy before the end of the year so that you can protect your wealth today and get a head start on 2025. Once you successfully keep the money you've already earned, you're going to be able to reinvest that and continue to repeat the process for years to come. So by following this strategy, you'll not only start 2025 ahead of 90% of other investors, but also look back at your New Year's resolutions without guilt or regret. Because investing doesn't have to be a solo journey filled with overwhelming confusion and high-stakes risks. See, the Intelligent Investor Framework simplifies the process, making your next investment choice easy and predictable. You could build your wealth with a community behind you and guidance from an expert every step of the way. And this is exactly what I do for my clients every single day. Wouldn't this journey feel so much better if you just had a roadmap that was clear and straightforward? Would that give you the confidence to make the decisions that you know you need to make? I mean, having a professional guide you? You'll have access to a network of like-minded investors and experts by your side, supporting you, advising you, and helping you navigate your way to success, whatever that roadmap looks like for you. Talk about straightforward. It's easy to start. I'm going to analyze your tax problems, and I'll give you a list of solutions. And then you can take those solutions to your accountant, verify that it's legal and possible for you, and that it actually will work and do what I said it's going to do. And then we're going to talk about the safety nets that you can put in place for yourself. That means that you don't have to know how to do it all yourself. yourself, but you can implement the strategies with the teams that we have that can help you do this the right way the first time. This is about community. It's about us getting behind you to help you achieve your goals. You'll have access to the right experts at the right time to answer the right questions and give you the solutions to your concerns. We'll give you written instructions on how to take this to your accountant so that they can go through this and legitimize this with you so that you understand what you're doing. And this will help you by showing you that you can do it, and you can do it legally, and you can do it with the people that you have in conjunction with some holes that we can fill for you. So for an in-depth guide on the Intelligent Investor Framework and to see it in action with real-life examples, check out the detailed video linked below.